Okay, the rain gutter, the butt end, is supposed to be a minimum of 1 inch away from the siding. And it's supposed to be, because you do have, in part, because you do have that gap, you're supposed to have some kick-out flashing right there, which you don't have. So we do have some leaves. Silver alert, Grampy's on the roof again. Call the fire department. Alright. This is a nice drip edge flashing that leaps over into the rain gutter. That's a real nice quality flashing. But these shingles, I can't see anything. Okay. Let's see the leaves now, right? The underlayment cascades over the flashing. You don't have your cheap contractor flashing. Somebody put some decent flashing that goes over into the rain gutter. That's good. But you see the way this hillbilly home inspector, but see the way the shingles kind of roll over the edge like that? The shingles are too long. The shingles are cut just a little too long. I don't know what would be the repercussions of that. I do know the roof's not new. I'll tell you that. I'm getting up here. It's a nice dark roof. It's a gable roof. Ventilation. We have soffit ventilation. We have skylights. And we have ridge ventilation, which cats me out. Going over here. Anybody talk to me? Okay. Moving on along. The way I like to go. Hook it right. Okay, see the deflections on the roof covering like this? I call them deflections. The technical word is sumping. And I don't usually use the sumping word unless it gets bad. You're just not going to get a roof that doesn't have some sumping. We have a little hump right here. It's at about, I don't know, I weigh 180. I don't like to admit it, but I do. Thank you, doctor. I just had a quarterly checkup for my blood pressure, medications. So enough about me. Let's talk about your roof. So over here in the big middle of everything, it looks fine. We got all this doppling from the leaves. I can't really concentrate on what we've got. What kind of vent is that? I hope that's not the closed dryer vent. I don't think it is. I hope it's not. This is nice. Well, we got metal pipes coming up through the house. Well, we kind of expect it. 1960. 1960. In a little bit, I'm going to start talking about this patio cover. I recorded that first. Again, it's engineered, it's metal, it's just, I really don't like the way it's attached to the roof right here. That's your Achilles heel. This is what's going to come back and bite you. And this, it's loose, it's dented here a little bit, it's dented a little bit there. This would be your kitchen vent fan, which is good. We had some pretty good storms coming through here the last couple years ago. I'm used to seeing, you see when it's shiny like that? Can you see that? Is the camera picking that up? It's because the granules are loose from the ends. That's how they age, which means that it's aging. It's not a new roof. You might want to find out how old the roof actually is. And don't rely on a shingle manufacturer's warranty. You want to know how old the roof is and what it means to your insurance company. We should have kick-out flashing here. And see how this flashing has been peeled back? It's supposed to be bent back in. Bent back in and sealed. Can wind-driven rain get in there? Uh-huh. I bet it can. That's what Bud bets. Is that why they do that? Uh-huh. That's why they do it. So the wind-driven rain doesn't just fall right up in there. More clogged rain gutters. Satellite dishes should not be installed to the roof. Maybe it shouldn't. But we do it. And there's a way to do it right. And I've never seen it done right. I'm going to have a link baked in. It shows a jig, a bracket, a mounting bracket, call it what you will. But anyway, they sell these things. They help install these properly on the roof so they don't cause water damage underneath those bolts. Oh, we put some Pookie in there. I know you put some Pookie in there. But they sell those brackets. I guess they sell them. I don't know if they even sell them. I got a picture of one. That's the only one I've ever seen. I got it from a roofing class I took. A roofing class I took over 10 years ago. So I knew what to look for when I got out of that class, but I just never saw it. Coming along here. Okay, we got aluminum feeds into the house. I'm seeing bare aluminum strands. This one is the guide wire, okay? So that doesn't surprise us to the bond. But L1 and L2, look at that. Look at that. You don't think that's going to shock you? It's going to shock the bejesus out of you. Okay, I'm going to come back and get a still image of that one, that's for sure. We got algae. This is the north side, east. Okay, that's south. This is the west side, but I guess it's because of the trees and what. Okay, we got 3 flues here. What's that about? Okay, I only saw 1 condensing unit, and I hope that's it. Because see the rust? That came from your burner compartment. It came from the water heater burner compartment, or it came from your furnace burner compartment. That rust came from a burner compartment, which means that the water heater's about to get, I don't know. Let's look. We got an aged water heater about ready to give up the ghost, or we got an aged furnace that probably already has given up the ghost. If it hasn't been replaced, we'll find out. Then we've had some plumbing over here. Alright, nice PVC pipe. See this right here? I used to call it dimpling and nobody questioned me. Like I was right. But really what it's called is buckling. And water will sit inside of here and leak into the house. See, this jacket, if you will, gasket, call it what you want, it needs to come up over here and probably now seal. And don't let somebody just come up here and seal it with a mastic sealer, because it dries, cracks, shrinks. No, it needs to be positioned. It needs to be orientated properly. It just does. This is... Somebody was very creative with this guy. Look at all that. We're missing granules. Granules giving it up. It's just old. I'm not seeing much in the way of impact damage, though. I don't think there's enough hail damage up here to warrant I haven't got to go through to warrant a claim. There's another skylight. It's a hole in your roof. Boomer humor. Not only do we have algae on the roof, but we also got some lechons. I don't know about a storm warning, but look at all those messed up shingles. Woo-wee. Hello, Mr. Tree. You been here long? I used to visit more often. Did you? Yeah, they cut me bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they just couldn't take a joke. Okay, well, carry on, Mr. Tree. I will, don't worry. I'm going to start over here. Okay. So what do we learn? We learned there's not much in the way of hail damage. We learned that the roof is no spring chicken. That's in the second half. That you want to consult with your insurance company about the insurability about this roof. We learned that we got a lot of shingle damage over here. We learned that we got some rust coming out of some vent pipes, satellite dish, whatever. We learned that the chimney should be flashed better. We know to keep the carport in top of mind. I can just get down here safely, everything be alright.